Hello everybody, this is Jennifer at Creative Art Spark, and today I am going to attempt some jelly plate printing. I'm going to be working on Kraft-Tex to make a journal. I've got my front and back covers and my spine. And I'm going to be working with Sizzix Studio stencils and stamps by Kerr. I'm going to use the stencils to cover the outside of my journal after I lift a gel plate print. And to lift those, I'm going to be working out of my color box that I normally use of blues and pinks and purples. I'm going to use Deco Art Champagne Gold, Deco Art Festive Green. These two are metallics. And then I'm going to use some Apple Barrel Bright Yellow and Apple Barrel Bright Red. And we're going to see what we come up with. So, instead of mixing on my plate, I'm going to try something I saw where somebody mixed on their mat. And that helped them not use quite so much extra paint. And I'm going to get a scratch piece of paper over here to roll off my excess. Maybe I need to move my plate over a little bit, get a little bit more room going on. Alright, let's put the jelly plate here, and let's see, what is this? That's a spoon. That won't hardly do. Let's just move this, move my paint over. How am I going to do it? I'm going to take my bone folder thingy and I'm going to scoop it. Well, yeah, scooped it and made a mess, didn't I? Okay, that's all right. Don't know that something's going to work till you try it. Not a biggie. All right, here we go. Let's do this. I am most definitely a novice at jelly printing, but I've had this idea in the back of my head for quite some time, and there is nothing like today. Alright, let's see what happens. Roll it on there, and we're going to keep rolling to spread it out. And I know that my journal cover is not going to cover the entire surface, but that's okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. We're going to roll that out. That'll make a nice background thingy for something. Alright, let's take the yellow. Ooh, need to shake that up a little more. I haven't been in these paints in quite some time, so it may not want to work. We shall see. That's a little better. And I've got yellow oil all over my fingers. Okay, here we go. Red, you move out of the way. Roll and lift up. And roll and lift up. Okay, let's see what we do. That covers much more evenly than the red. Let's put a little bit more red on there. I would have thought the opposite, but evidently not. There we go. That's getting some more red on there. I'm not worried about a design at the moment. I just want to get background paint on. Alright. We're going to take one of my cover panels. Pardon the shakes, y'all. I'm very sorry. We're going to rub this. Let's put a piece of paper over it so that I can rub really, really, really good on it. Okay. Rub, rub, rub. And looky there. I lifted off an unusual print. That's nice. Okay, that gets, let's do this because I missed the corners. I didn't get it placed just right. but that's a start. That's a very good start. Okay, let's lay down more red. And we're going to try building layers. And like I said, I am not very versed in gel printing. I have played at it, but play would be most definitely the best description. Okay, I didn't spread that out on my brayer very good, did I? That's all right. We don't care. Roll, 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 roll. Roll it out. And I don't know if I'm using too much or too little. I just mixed that. I don't know if I'm using too much or too little of my paints on here because I don't know what I'm doing. And I will be the first to admit it. Okay. And I think I have a lot of ideas for this as I get better at it. I've got a lot of kind of cool ideas of what I want to do. All right, that looks nice. Let's clean our brayer off. Let's take our second. What did we do with the first one? Good Lord of mercy, I've already lost it. Oh, I see it. Okay, we're going to lay it down right there. We're going to take our paper and put over it, and we're going to rub, 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 so that hopefully we get a really nice print. We got a nice print. We continued the circle and completed it on that, and voila. Okay, now we want to do the spine. This spine, I'm not sure about the measurements yet, but I will go ahead. I know it's not going to be more than what I've cut out, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we're going to roll, roll, roll. And then we're going to hit our paper. And now we're going to come into the yellow. I may have severely limited my ability to roll out the yellow. And let's shake some more. We'll put our paints up out of the way. Okay. Yeah, my paint is a little globby, but that's all right. I'm not striving for a masterpiece. This one's going to give me some neat lines. Oh, I forgot to roll off. Roll off, Jennifer. Need more red. It's funny. Some colors take more paint, don't they? Okay, we're going to hit the red on here. I don't really need to get it all over because the spine is not that big, but I've got some cool lines going on there. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Let's get a little of the red. Let's get a little of the yellow. All right, let's take our paper, push down and rub, rub, rub. Okay. Peel it up. Oh, I really like that. Okay. Trying to dip in and get some of the pieces that I missed. Okay. Let's go back in with our red. Okay, roll that off. Come in with our yellow. I'm going to hit these up at the top and down at the bottom. We're just going to keep adding till we get kind of somewhere along the lines of what I sort of have. I have a very loose idea in my head of what I'm wanting. Does that make sense? Okay, let's try that. Let's come in here with this. The one thing I'm not worried about is making a mistake, because I can always paint over it. All right. I know immediately that that needs a little more yellow. However, that would make the green and the gold metallic really pop. So maybe I'm happy with that as it is. It's got some definition in it. Can you see that? My light is not just right yet. I've still got to work on that. But can you see? There's a little bit of the yellow. Let's put some yellow, just plain yellow on there. And let's hit it again. We don't have to roll everywhere, do we? So let's take this side and let's hit it with some yellow. That, of course, is going to make orange, probably. And it did. Okay, so we'll let that dry real good, and then we'll come back with more yellow. This time I'm just going to put the paint right here on my jelly plate, and I'm going to see what happens. We're going to roll this. Okay. And then I'm going to roll it out. All right, I want to do this one, and I've got yellow down here, so I want to accentuate that yellow. I'm going to take my paper. Stuck my fingers right in it. Right like that. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Now, let's take more of the yellow. And I think that that showed up more as yellow because my Kraft-Tex was dry. I think that's probably what caused that to be a little more yellow. My problem is I pressed down too hard on my roller. All right, let's try this again. Now I'm not going to do the inside of my book at the moment. I'm going to wait until I get the outside completely decorated to decide what I want to do on the inside. Okay, that gave me more yellow definition. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. Okay, now let's, maybe I want to do a little bit of yellow. And a little bit of red. And hit this again. Okay. And I'm going to put that. I don't want the whole thing. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to see what happens. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. That gave me a little bit more yellow right there. Let's do this. That gave me a little bit more yellow there. Satisfied. Okay. Now, I'll clean this off. I'm going to clean this off. Okay. I'll take a few more baby wipes. The rule of thumb in gel printing is the first layer that goes down on your plate is the layer that is going to show. So, I want to see what happens when I use this metallic green. Except I want to roll the metallic green on this, and I want to see, that's just about right. Okay, I want to see, let's clean this off too, what will happen when I do this, because I'm going to stencil on there, and then I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to roll another color, and we'll see what happens. Metallics always need to be shaken up a whole lot. I have learned that much. Okay, maybe that's enough. Alright. Oh yeah, that was good. Okay. I should have rolled it out I should have rolled it out somewhere else. But we will deal. Roll and lift, and roll and lift, and roll and lift. And I'm good and covered. Okay. Roll and lift. Roll and lift. I want to get all of my stencil covered so that depending on where I lay my book down, I've got green. That's what I'm shooting for. Maybe I need a little more. I don't know. Let's see. Experimenting is always fun to me. I like to try different things and see what I can make happen. Is there anybody else out there that's like me? I like to try different techniques. I never know. I do a lot of YouTube watching to see how to do things, and then I do it and put my own spin on it. Alright, I don't really want to lose all that pretty green color that's on my table, but I do want to get rid of these. Because I don't want excess. Okay, and I need to clean my stencil off, because I don't want the acrylic paint to dry on my stencil. So I'm going to pause y'all, and I'm going to go to the sink. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and I think my stencil has dried. And while I was waiting for it to dry, I decided on the spine I would just roll some of that green paint on. So that's what I did there. Now I'm going to take some of the red, and I'm going to roll and lift, roll and lift, roll and lift, and my brayer is not good and covered yet. Roll and lift, roll and lift. It's getting there. Okay, so now I'm going to come along and I'm going to paint, scary, over the top of my leaves. And I'm using the same colors that I originally used on my cover, because I decided I didn't want to do any more, I didn't want to put a white or something like that and cover up the neat stuff that we'd already done. So there's my red, We're going to come along with some yellow. I'm going to roll off my brayer, roll and lift, and roll and lift, and roll and lift, and roll and lift, and roll and lift. And we're going to come along here, and we're going to do that. Okay. Let's get a little more red going on up in here. Let's see what we've got. Which one do we want to use? I think this is interesting like it is, so I'm going to do this one. Now, the one thing I need to be sure is to get them going the exact same way. Okay, and that would be this way, and I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to take my paper. Oh, cross your fingers, y'all. It's been a long time since I've played with my jelly plates like this. Oh my goodness gracious, look at that. Okay, so this is going to be the front part of my book, and my spine can come right across through here, and I don't care. I love that. Look at that. It peeled just a little right here, so my paint must not have been totally dry, but look at that. Now I am happy with that, so I know exactly what I'll put right here. Okay, so I'm going to leave the back alone because I think I'm going to do something else on the back, still with this cat Kerr stencil set that is made for Sizzix Studio. I love the Sizzix Studio things. Can't wait till they come out with more. Does that mean I've already used all of my Sizzix Studio stencils and tried them out? No, that doesn't mean that at all. It just means I'm looking forward to more designs. The two artists that I have are Vic Hollins and Cat Kerr, and I love their work. So check it out, Sizzix Studios. You can always find that at my absolute favorite craft store, Scrappy Shak. It's located in Sautee Nacoochee, Georgia, and you can visit them online at scrappyshak.com. They are a wonderful group of people, and they'll help you find anything that they can. All right, let's put my jelly plate aside to dry. Let's take this, let's take a little paper towel, and let's make sure, are we dry? I think we're dry. Okay. Alright, so now I need my Sizzix deflotchet, because I'm going to do some stamping. Okay, we're going to put this right here like that. And the stamp that I think I want to use, where did my stamps go? Probably covered them up. Okay, I'm going to pause you. I'm going to find them. Silly me. Alright, I covered them up with my press sheet. I want to see if this lady's head will fit on there, because I'm thinking, probably should never think, huh? I'm thinking that I want to emboss that. But if I put it over there, it covers all my beautiful stencil work. So maybe I just want to do, maybe I want to come along and do, I don't know what I want to come along and do. Maybe I like it just like that. That is a pretty unique journal cover just like that. So maybe what I would rather do instead is take a black pen. Oh, you know what else I've got? Be right back. I've got some new stamps. Okay, so I think what I want to do, I won these stamps in a package, a package of a lot of goodies, stamps and stencils and rhinestones and lots of yummy things that I won from Create with Scrimping Mommy, and she is in England. And so I have been looking for the perfect thing to use these stamps, and I'm going to try it on this. So let's see what we get. I just tore the whole package up. Okay. Let's see. I'm thinking, which way do these go? This one goes that way. If I do, I want it to go more like that. Let's see about this one. And I don't even know that this is exactly what I want to do, but I think it is. I think I want that feather to curl right across and sort of hug those leaves. I think that's what I want to do. Or do I want it to come down here like this? Maybe I want it to come down here like this. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay. And, as my granddaughter would say, and I think that I want to do it in a gold to kind of match the gold I've got going on right there. What is this one? This is polished gold, super fine. So we'll go with that. All right. So, my sticky on my Sizzix Studio registration tool that you can also buy at Scrappy Shak. My paper is getting a little unsticky. I do have some replacements that I got at Scrappy Shak, and you can too. So let's see here. Yeah. All right. I'm going to take my lid off for a minute, and I'm going to use my embossing stuff, but first I'm going to go over this with my Altenew Eraser so that maybe it gets a better stick. That's one of the tricks that I have learned in going through my Altenew class. When you got a new stamp, go over it with your eraser. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to pounce this thing really, 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 really good and get it good and juicy. And we're going to hope for an excellent print. But I'm not going to cover up my stuffs because I'll probably have to do it again. Okay, we're going to add it in there. And we're going to press down on our registration tool. And we're just going to rub, 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 rub. Okay, and we're going to lift up. We have a little bit. We're going to do it again. But we're not going to set the lid down in what we've already stamped. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm surprised I even thought to do that. Okay, we're stamp, 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 stamp. Set it aside. Whoops, don't turn it over on something. It's sticky as can be. And we're going to lay that lid down just like that. And press, 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 press. Okay. And I believe that should be good. So we're going to lift that up. We're going to lift that up, put our registration tool down there, And we're going to get us a piece of paper and fold it in half so that we've got something to put our embossing powder back in with. And we're going to try hard not to lose our lid today. We have lost a lid. We don't know where that lid is. It's somewhere in the floor. Sweeper will get it. All right, we're going to take our gold, our fine gold, and we're going to sprinkle over this feather. And you know, I might have thought to use a different color just to be some contrast instead of the gold, but it's done now. However, I can re-emboss on it if I want to because, well, no, I can't because I didn't mark where I put my paper, put my cover. The other thing I forgot to do is I always do this when I emboss. I forgot to hit it with a non-stick, with my little non-stick, whatever that thing is, non-static, so that it wouldn't cling. I don't see many little cling places, so maybe we're all right. But that gives me another idea altogether. From mistakes come the best design opportunities. Okay, carefully, I'm going to push my embossing powder to the center of my page, and I'm going to dump it back in my embossing powder jar. All right. Now, the good rule of thumb, you've seen me do this before, is to heat the heat gun up and heat your project from the back to begin with. That helps keep it from warping. So I'm going to let this warm up a little bit, and then I'm going to start heating this Kraft-Tex from the back. Now I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to heat it up. I'm just going to slowly move my heat gun around. And see there, it's embossing. Look at that. It's so cool to watch it do that. It is so, so cool. Okay, that is embossed. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Is that not just yummy? But you know what? I wish I had some turquoise embossing powder. I might. I can do that. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I will show you how, because it's fun. All right, here is my registration top, my registration tool. Okay, this time I have to know where I'm going to put my square. I have to know that because I'm going to have to, well, because I want to know. I'm going to come in right up here and right down here with, do we want to do turquoise or do we want to do that beautiful teal? Oh, we're going to do Teal Tempest. All right, let's see here. We need, is that what this is? This is white. No, we don't want white. Okay, that's the one that I lost the lid to. What is this one? This is white superfine. That is not what we want. Well, I'm going to do this. Where's my clear? We don't know where our clear is, so we may not be able to do this after all. I just want clear embossing powder. I'm going to put you on hold. I'll be back in an hour or so. All right. Now we got it. I found my clear embossing powder. I want to do, let's see. I want to come in. Maybe this is not the one I want to use. Let's see. Let's see about coming in here with just a little bit right here like that. Okay. Now remember what I said. We're going to go over it with the Altenew Eraser. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Got to hear some of my Appalachian twang kick in there, didn't you? All right, we're going to reposition our stamp. And we're going to, don't want it that much, just in the corner there. Okay. Maybe I don't want it quite that much. Maybe I want to come right here so that I don't cover up that real pretty quill part of that feather. All right, we've erased it. We're going to come along with, we're going to hope that this looks good. I love this color. It's an Altenew fresh ink dye. This is one of the favorites of the inks that I have by them. I love it. It's not going to take a whole lot because we're not using a big, large part of the stamp area, are we? So, hold your breath. Hold your breath. Ah, don't do that. Okay, I'm getting nervous. Okay. We're going to stamp. What has happened? Yes. Yes. Now. Okay. Now. We're going to take our clear powder. So that almost looks black on there, doesn't it? And we're going to put over that. We're going to shake it a little. Okay. That's a nice impression there. Don't fall. You hear what I'm telling you? Do not fall. Okay. You fell. You did not listen to me. All right. Put the lid back on it, Margaret. Cover it up. Quick, quick, quick. Okay. My name's not Margaret, by the way. All right. Now we're going to take this, and we're going to take our lovely little heat gun. There. Okay. Let that cool just a minute, and we're going to go back and do this corner up here, and maybe even this corner down here. Maybe. I don't know. But I kind of like that. Okay. There's where my paint wasn't quite dry when it lifted off. We'll fix that. Okay. Is that cool? That's cool. Alright, it looks black on there, doesn't it? Can you see that? It looks black, but it's supposed to be teal blue, but it showed up black on here. But we're going to do it again. We're going to do it. Let's see. That's wrong. Looking for the wrong thing. Alright, we're going to take our deflotch it. We're going to take our stamp. I'm going to clean my stamp off because I don't want a shadow issue, a shadow stamp, just in case I drop it, which we all know I'm very prone to do. So I'm going to clean my stamp off before I try to place it where I want it this time. Okay, now I think this time I want that feather to come around like that. Is that too much? If I put it like that, there's 1 inch. I think my spine is going to be 1 inch extended here. So let's see. 1 inch would be to here. Alright, so we know we need to come past that mark. So if we lay that like that, but if we lay it like that, then we can come down here and peep up with a different one maybe. Is that what we want to do? I just don't know. That's what I want to do. Right there. Just a little bit. These stamps, by the way, that I got from Create with Scrimping Mommy, they are called Textures by Lou Collins. I think I'm going to restamp this one and see if I can get a little more of that blue going on than I got in that first stamping on the other one. That's such a yummy color. I bet it still shows up black, but that's okay. I don't care. Okay. Now we're going to peel that up. Go on there. I'm going to get folded paper out. Get our clear, and be sure it's clear. Yes, clear gloss. And we're going to put that on there. Just like that. And as Miss Kerr says, I miss my babies. Okay, we'll dump this in our embossing jar. Did that get it? Looks like it got it. Okay. And we're gonna rinse and repeat. Okay, so that larger feather got embossed, and I think I might need one more little feather feathery thing somewhere down here. So I'm going to do that real quick. Again, I'm going to clean my stamp off, because I don't want shadow stamping going on. I'm going to decide, let's see, I'm going to turn this around so that I can sort of see where I'm headed with it. I think I want it to come across like that. That'll give me that, what do you call that? Do things in threes kind of thing, since this is an embossing. Well, we've got threes, but we did one in the gold. I just think we need to offset. And maybe I'm wrong. We will find out. We will find out. So I'm going to stamp, 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 stamp. Put that up there. Oh, that's a good impression there. All right, set this aside. Cover my ink pad up. Get out my folded paper. And while I've been doing this, I sort of decided I'm going to make this a little series, because I've got other things I want to do to it, but this video is going very long, and I know people don't really care for long videos. Depends on the subject matter whether I like it or not, but we'll see what happens. Ooh, I got embossing powder everywhere that time, didn't I? Nope. No, it's the paint. Okay, so let's put our embossing powder back in the pot. So see, you can emboss over inks. You can emboss over embossing ink. You can emboss over glue. And I might try some of that. I don't know yet. But as you can see, you know, this takes a little bit of time, but it's so much fun because you just play. See how quickly that starts cooking after I heat up the back? That went very, very quickly. Okay, so now I have, this is what I've got going on. Look at all that scrumptious. Oh, I like that. So here's the front cover. Somewhere under here, this is potentially my spine, and see, some of that's going to get covered up. We knew that. There's an inch, so we might come back and emboss that too. But what do I do with the other cover? There it is. So here is that. So that's going to go under there like that, and that's tentatively what my cover is going to look like. So stay tuned, and I will put up part 2 of this so that we can see what else we can manage to do to this. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, commenting, and liking this video. And once again, this is Jennifer at Creative Art Sparks. Thanks for watching. Bye.